Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to SteamWorld Quest, Hand of Gilgamech. It's the latest in the SteamWorld series. It was originally SteamWorld Dig, SteamWorld Heist, SteamWorld Dig 2, and now SteamWorld Quest. It's a huge, huge-ish series that I'm a huge fan of this series. There we go. That's what I'm going for, and I'm really excited for this one because it's completely different from all the other ones. So, SteamWorld Dig was like a kind of Terraria style, like dig down and like gather resources and like a little bit of Metroidvania, but not really. SteamWorld Dig 2 was much closer to like a proper Metroidvania and felt really good. SteamWorld Heist was like side-scrolly XCOM, which was fascinating. And this is a deck builder RPG, which I'm excited for. So I'm looking forward to it. I think I've said that before, but still, like, I can't understate how much I've been waiting for this game. Anyway, let's see. So there's one caveat. So, like all the other SteamWorld games, they are tied loosely together. And this one seems almost looser than most. Frustratingly, it is under embargo. I'm releasing this video before it actually comes out on Steam, becomes available for anybody. And so it is under embargo, but only that first cutscene, as soon as I hit this start button. I've already seen it personally, and I'm not actually sure why it's embargoed, because it's barely anything, but who knows? Anyway, so I'm gonna have to skip past that for those of you watching this live, and I'm not gonna be able to show it in the first, like, 2 or 3 episodes for those of you on YouTube. Luckily, when the game comes out, then I'll just include the cutscene at the very beginning of a video, just because, like, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna fit it in, but, I'm, like, the one person that still does Let's Plays on YouTube. And so it throws my whole, like, jam off, but, whatever. I mean, you'll see it, and you'll more or less get the gist of it pretty quick anyway. Also, that robot really looks kind of like a Wanderbot, I'm gonna be honest. Let's get going. Okay, so I already started a game, but I didn't start a game, so I'm just gonna discard the save, and we'll go through it again. Okay, and I'm just gonna play Knight, and then we're going to skip past this cutscene really fast, if I can. There we go. Well, there we kind of go-ish. Okay, there we go. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to give a summary of the intro cutscene, so I won't. Just because. As if sent out on a mission of the ancient gods, our heroes cut their way through the Green Figure's grove. The smell of hazard and fungus hit them as they searched the fabled peppermint puffer. Will you stop narrating everything? Chapter 3 in the Hero's Handbook clearly points out the importance of visualizing. Visualizing my foot, that fully illustrated book of yours, is a pun-ridden cringe fest. Hey, don't diss my book. And by the way, when are we eating? We should have taken Galeo up on that breakfast offer before we left. He didn't invite us for breakfast. He said that he'd rather eat the slowly gathering dust in his basement before joining our mushroom hunt. And this mushroom we're hunting is important enough for you to literally pull me out of bed? You can't do real alchemy from the comfort of a bed. A few of the professors at the college actually tried that. But the rest of them shriveled up over their research in musty, sun-forsaken labs. There was one professor, though, who really inspired me. She underlined the importance of actually going out into the world to deploy knowledge practically for the good of the many. Today's deployment is about finding the medicinal peppermint puffer. Not only is it anti-hypertensive, hepatoprotective, and nephroprotective, it can also... you're setting me in the mood for stew. We're not making stew. Look, let's just get going. I know you get restless, so why don't you take the lead for a while? I don't know who did the soundtrack for this one. I know they had Steam Power Giraffe for SteamWorld Heist, but not 2. And I remember I had copyright issues with SteamWorld Dig 2. But then they fixed it, but it was kind of too late for the series. Hopefully I don't run into that this time around, because that was unfortunate. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, tutorial interacting. Many objects in the world, such as the mushroom patch ahead, can be interacted with. Move near the mushrooms and use the controls shown below to look at them. Hey, that was easy. Time to get enough of these cooked up before the rooster crows. Unfortunately, these are common brushwood aminadas. We're after a peppermint puffer, remember? Dang. Also, they're poisonous, so don't eat them. Double dang! I can break bushes and shrubs. Are those little robo-goblins? They are, I love it.
Gah! More of these pompous posers from the village. Wait a minute.
Coglin. Oh, that's adorable.
I knew the guild had some flimsy hang-arounds, but you're practically rattling around in that bulky armor.
Did you just call me scrawny?
Whoa, easy now, I didn't say.
This armor fits perfectly. Here we go. Okay, so tutorial, punch card battles, 1 out of 2. Battles are fought using punch cards. Oh, punch cards, of course. Each turn, you'll draw up to 6 cards. These cards represent abilities your heroes can use. You can choose up to 3 cards to play each turn. The cards will be lined up at the top of the screen. When you're happy with the cards you've selected, press the Finish Turn button. Okay, so we can do Heroic Strike, Bravado, which looks like an attack up and a heal, Book Bash, and a Mana Barrier. Let's see. Let's do Mana Barrier, Bravado, and 1 attack. I'm just gonna try things. We'll see how it goes. It doesn't actually look like it really improved his damage that much, unfortunately. Okay, Mana Barrier was worth it. Hello, those are some new ones. So, tutorial, strikes, upgrades, and skills. Your heroes can play 3 kinds of cards: strike, upgrade, and skill. Strike cards are just what they sound like. Basic, uncomplicated attacks that deal damage to your enemies. Upgrade cards empower your heroes temporarily in some way. As your heroes use strike or upgrade cards, they build up steam pressure, or SP, that can be spent to play powerful skill cards. Okay, so how do we see how much SP each character has? Because I see we have this, but I don't see an indication. There's also something about X? No, that's like a recycle. Probably a redraw. Fire Pillar, Flame Wave. I'm assuming I can't play this? Oh, it's up top. Okay. So we could also play Flame... Oh. We should probably do... So Flame Wave's gonna hit everybody for 20. Brave Buster just kills this guy. We should be able to take him out with this. Well, this seems pretty rad. Oh, didn't kill him. I misjudged my math. Oh, she only did 30 damage to him, not 40. Okay, steam pressure. Okay, we already figured that out. Manage your pool wisely. Alternatively, wail on him with books. Works out. But yeah, this is rad. Music sounds pretty great too. I like the flute music. Oh, we even level up. Easy as mushroom pie. Pie. We've clearly stepped into Coglin turf here. Let's just try and get out in one piece, okay? Do you think there's more of them? Awesome! It's like hurting a small tornado. I like this guy. I like them both, but I like this guy. Our heroes chanced upon a relic, a testament to the glorious battles of the past, and some long-forgotten treasure. Huh, more like Coglin loot, stolen from unwary travelers. The hero's handbook declares, after beating up ruffians fair and square, the champion deserves a proper reward. Found repair vials. Okay, recovery items can be used to heal your heroes or cure status conditions. They're a good way of dealing with the challenges that you can't solve with cards alone, but supplies are limited. You can find recovery items in chests by defeating enemies or buying them from merchants. Use recovery items outside of combat by going to items menu and selecting the recovery items. Your heroes are automatically revived and cured of negative status conditions at the end of each battle, so some items can't be used this way. Use recovery items in battle by going to the battle menu and selecting recovery items. Recovery items used in this way count as playing a card for the turn, so think carefully about the right time to use them. Oh, I even make money from destroying shrubbery. Oh, I can even switch which character we have. Oh, and there's a faster run button. That is nice. Alright. Oh, shoot. More of those pint-sized... Oh, shoot. Fat fingered that one. Pint-sized coglins. Let's ambush them. The Hero's Handbook describes just what to do in a situation like this. There's 2 whole pages with diagrams on how to startle a coglin. And we sneak up behind them, then strike first and gain the upper hand. You must realize that regardless from which direction you come waving a sword at anyone, you will startle them. Whoa! So you say the method works great on anybody? Or works on anybody? This book is great! Preemptive strike. Beware foes will engage you if they see you. Gain the upper hand against them by pressing the indicated button when they're close enough to attempt a preemptive strike. This will cause your foes to begin the battle already wounded. Well, I goofed that one. Okay, pint-sized troublemakers. So, redrawing cards. You can redraw cards in your hand 2 times each turn. Redrawing a card means the selected card will be discarded. Okay, discarded cards will eventually make their way back in your hand, so don't hesitate to redraw often to get rid of unplayable cards. And remember, if you neither play nor redraw anything, your hand will not change. Okay, so I've got a lot of bravado. Let's check details on this. Heals Armily by 75 mag and raises her strength. Oh! They're both ladies. I had no idea. Okay. Raises her strength by 1 grade for 3 turns. So we can probably stack those. Well, we have a Brave Buster. Let's get rid of Flame Wave, because I don't really like it. Let's get rid of Book Bash. Heroic Strike is fine. Okay, so Armily... Oh. Or we could just lead in with a, nah. Let's do a Mana Barrier. Let's just buff them up. Okay. Let's see. Those look pretty good. So, we have Fire Pillar. Brave Buster does a bunch of damage. Unfortunately, I have no way of checking if stacking the strength the strength buff was actually worth anything. It doesn't really look like it, unfortunately. So that's gonna do... Let's just kill that one, and then have her defend. Okay. Yeah, they seem really focused on stabbing her for whatever reason. Which is silly. Well, Nerd's Revenge. Blasto, Kablamo. You're on fire-o. Yeah, I'm not very good at my like, comic booky? God. Man. I'm not very good at my, like, comic book style one-liners. I'm terrible at those, and that's fine. Straight out of the Silver Age. Maybe it's the Golden Age? Man, I don't even know. I would explain why the knight got angry when the Coglin insulted her figure. Yup. Well, I'm not going to change her voice at all, mainly because I like the voice to change my voice. Look, Compertica. Even the Coglins have raised statues over Gilgamech, the true ancient hero. The majestic pose, the pride of a great deed oozing from every cut of the chisel. Ah, those statues are literally everywhere. Of course they are. Gilgamech saved our kingdom from certain doom. He defeated a huge, snarling behemoth, tore out its evil heart with his bare hands, and you can relive that very moment in your hero's coloring handbook. Huh. At least Coglins know how to appreciate the heroes of the past. Unlikely, they seem to be more into piles of garbage and lumber held together by yarn. These artfully majestic homages to the ancient hero serve as a good place to sit down for a while and get some rest. Approach these statues to save your progress. Interact with it to restore your hero's health. However, be aware that this also respawns all nearby enemies. Hey! Grinding. So interestingly enough, that works like Dark Souls. I mean, I'm sure there's other games that it works like too, but... for better or worse. Okay, so they start injured. We might as well wander around and kablamo a couple of things. Wow, that is barely injured. And a barrier, bravado, and a smacko. So yeah, stacking bravado does not actually seem to provide much of a functional buff here. So, we're just going to avoid. Okay, a lot of Brave Busters. I do not mind Brave Buster. So Brave Buster, Heroic Strike, and then another Brave Buster. That's a good combo. You know, I realize that it's a completely different combat system, but like, on some core level, this game reminds me of that Indivisible game that's coming out kind of soon. They play completely differently, but just like, I don't know. I guess it's just like Western, quote-unquote Western. Oh, do we just get extra HP for leveling up? Is that it? That's actually probably fine. But, you know, old takes on like the RPG style, which I actually rather appreciate. Same thing kind of with Battle Chasers. Now, like I rather liked Battle Chasers. Health. If one of your heroes falls to 0 health, hero scrapped. If all heroes get scrapped, game over. Cards belonging to a scrapped hero become useless. Make sure to redraw those. Scrapped heroes are repaired after every fight, but health is otherwise not restored between fights. You can heal during battle using certain cards, but that can be tricky. Okay. Easy enough. Let's see. So yeah, Battle Chasers, there's that game Earthlock I played a while back. Never got to finish it. But there were a fair number. And, like, it's actually kind of charming to see, I guess, a return to that style. It's not like the style really went that far away. I guess I've just been, mildly missing more, like, old school RPGs here and there. As of late. And so it's kind of fun to... It's kind of fun to see, yeah, some that actually follow older styles. Obviously, this one has a lot of unique features that set it pretty far apart. But I stand by my statement all the same. Okay. So yeah, leveling up doesn't seem to do anything. I wonder how we get more cards. I don't know. Right, I gotta remember to hold the sprint button here. I kinda wish I could just toggle that on always. Just because I'm an impatient man. We're gonna go heal. There's also this over here. Let's go fight the big guy. The Octopath's coming to PC soon. Yeah, I heard about that. Might be a good opportunity for us to go back and finish that series. Okay, so this is a big sucker. Let's see. Do we do probably mana barrier on her? And then we'll do we do Brave Buster? No. We'll go straight into a flame pillar. Oh, if I hold the speed up button, it actually speeds up all actions. That's kind of nice. I wonder if I can refight this guy. Probably not. Okay, well, let's send that one back. Send that one back. Okay, start with the Bravado, Brave Buster, Mana Barrier. That should be good. Play semi-defensively. Not that we need to worry too much. This guy's pretty... well, he's tanky, but he's nowhere close to dangerous. Oh, I like this music. This is good music. Oh, he ain't dead yet. But that's fine, because we're kind of destroying him. I'm just gonna fire those all out, just in case he has another round. Nope. He has no trump cards. And I hate saying that nowadays. Okay, found a steel bracer. Select the character you wish to equip. Accessory, okay. It's easy enough. Equipment. So accessory, what does the steel bracer do? 20% extra health. Honestly, I'm gonna put it on her. Just so they're about even. Okay, so I want to save again. Does that guy respawn? Not that I care too much. He does. Okay, cool. So it doesn't look like he's even counts as a, It doesn't look like he even counts as, like, a unique or anything like that. Just harder. Wait, can it be? The peppermint puffer! It's even more majestic than I could imagine. Success smells like peppermint. And it would be like eating breakfast, dessert, and brushing your teeth at the same time. We're not going to... You know what? Let's just grab it and get out of here. Something is gonna pop out and bite me. Just like the grinding gears of endless time, our heroes halted to catch their breath. And their peppermint perfumed prize in hand, with their peppermint perfumed prize in hand, they readied their swords. Hands off this tongue twisters left and right. Either that or I'm just non-functional today. Anyway, hands off. This peppermint puffer will clean out the mold from the funnel in the old well. We're helping the entire village. You need to dry it in one whole piece to extract all... Whoa, did you hear that? I can't help it. This sweet and crisp scent makes me hungrier by the second. I don't think that was your belly. Oh, darn. Whoa, I know what you're going to say, but imagine how much stew we could... Grrr! My mushrooms! Who dares steal Gomphus' beautiful mushrooms? Easy there, Chief. We're just here to pick some of these. Unsuspecting innocent mushrooms? Ravagers! I'm not a ravager, I'm an alchemist. Gomphus doesn't care! Gomphus will teach you not to plunder nature! And I will teach you not to, get ahead of yourself, boyo. We're gonna stab you. Okay, so... Damage comes in 5 elements: physical, fire, frost, storm, and arcane. Card's damage type is shown on the card. Some enemies have a natural resistance or weakness to certain elements, and some cards can raise or lower elemental defense. Use the right element to maximize the damage you deal. Okay, so he is probably weak to fire. Betting on that one. So, fire. Oh, let's reset Flame Wave. I have no use for it. Burn, baby, burn. Okay, there. It definitely tells you he's weak. Oh, I like that music. Oh, that's good music. Battle menu. You can use recovery items in battle by accessing the battle menu at any time during your turn and selecting recovery items from the list of options. You can also inspect foes and learn more about their weaknesses and active effects, as well as retreat if a battle isn't going your way. Though, retreating means you forfeit playing cards that turn. Still, sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. Okay, we've already done that. So let's get rid of some book bashes. They're not nearly as exciting. I guess we're gonna have to book bash anyway. Let's mana barrier up. Yeah, he's pretty weak to fire. Owie. Let's see. We have multiple Brave Busters. Let's see. I'm gonna get rid of one of them. Funding them is kind of a pain. That'll be good. Ideally, I'd like to use largely fire moves against him, just because it does extra damage. But whatever, I'll do what I can. Okay. I wonder if you can double up on these. I'm going to operate under the assumption of, yeah, you probably can. Good time for a bravado. Oh. I wonder if I could have actually used bravado on somebody else other than Armley. Interesting question. Well, this looks like a very good time for a Flame Wave. And follow that up by Stabbins. So many Stabbins. So I haven't actually seen Flame Wave yet. It's okay. Oh, that music is so good. Poops. Ow! Some cards inflict status conditions. These are negative effects that linger on the target for several turns. For example, poison makes the victim take damage at the end of their turn. Fortunately, most conditions go away on their own after a few turns. You can review a list of all conditions from the compendium menu. Okay, she kinda needs that. Okay, only works on Armley. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we get some, like, a healing character at some point. That'd be kind of rad. Okay, well, we're smacking him around pretty hard. That poison hurts. Looks like the mana barrier eats it, though. Alright, let's burn the book bashes. Okay, and Brave Buster will do the trick. Now, he's pretty focused on her problem. Luckily, we've got plenty of Brave Busters to just send his way. So can I just keep... No, you cannot double up on Mana Shield. Okay. Okay, so let's lose the book bashes. We've got fire pillars. I'm gonna kill the shroomlings. And we'll set him on fire, I guess. There we go. Unfortunately, he does not burn. Yet. Maybe he'll burn eventually, but still. Healing character. Mechanic or medic? Or cleric? Yeah, I don't know. Good time for a bravado. Even though might actually have just wanted to hit him. No. He'll die in the next round. Nope. Well, he will die in the next round. That's a guarantee. That's an ouchie guarantee. But yeah, I could have killed him with a book bash. Oh well. Hadn't been paying attention. We win anyway! Hooray! Well, Armley gained a lot more HP on that one. We got scroll fragments, lustrous fiber. Ooh, crafting? Probably. Ah, didn't even break a sweat. I'll be accepted in the guild in no time. I let you tag along to the forest and you turned it into a freaking club fight. Hey, you wanted to experience nature hands-on, right? I say we stuff our bags full of mushrooms and get back to the village. Things I do for learning. I missed something! Oh! Okay, so Chapter 1, The Knight and the Alchemist. After a refreshing stroll in the forest, unsuspecting companions make their way home to the village of Goose Bucket, all in good time for some healthy stew. What did I miss, and where?
Chapter 2, The Village of Goose Bucket.
That's why I've told you a million times already, you should never stroke a duck against the wind. But it was so cute and fluffy, and a wagon? Fluffy duck wagon? Wow, I've never seen a wagon like that before. I wonder whose it is. Was that here earlier? Wouldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. Copernica, I really want to check out that wagon. Please? Fine, let's go knock on the door. I see, that's what happens when you try and walk past. Hello? Hello? Anyone in there? Maybe they're out. A knight errant is knocking on an old woman's wagon in the early morning. Sorry to disturb. We were just curious. You're a totally wise old woman, right? Oh, do you hand out quests? Because I'm more than ready for... No, I'm afraid I'm just a plain old traveling shopkeeper, and the shop is not quite open yet. Aw. We've been on a mission from the ancient gods, and we've been plucking mushrooms. Excuse my friend, we didn't mean to bother you. Oh, not at all. In fact, what sort of merchant would I be if I let you leave without a small sample? Oh, without a small sample. Okay, lowers all foes' strength by 1 grade for 3 turns. Oh, so this is where we buy cards. Okay, extra magic damage is frost damage, equal amount to another random foe. Huh.
Just a thing for a pair of young go-getters such as yourself, I should think. Farewell, and be sure to visit my shop in town later, once that ruckus is over with.
Now, she didn't look mechanical. She looked like she actually had fur. What a nice old lady. Yes, what did she mean by ruckus, though? Deck building! Received a bunch of brand new punch cards. How nice. To use them in battle, you need to pay a visit to the deck building screen and put them in the punch card deck. Okay. Deck building screen lets you edit your hero's punch card decks. Left is the folder containing all your collected cards. Right now, your collection is pretty meager. Don't worry, you'll find many more punch cards in the future. On the right is the deck of cards. Okay. You can add cards to the deck by selecting the card folder. Each hero must have exactly 8. Okay, so we have Shout. I'm gonna grab 1 Shout. And Creeping Cold costs 1. That's not bad. I'd rather have Creeping Cold. Or maybe another Fire Pillar? We don't run into that many groups to make... Maybe... No. Flame Wave is worth it. At least for now.